Hi, thank you for choosing this video to watch. I'm going to talk about my hammer. This is a Tack hammer, and you can tell by the distinctive split. And usually, if this was a functional Tack hammer, it would be magnetized, and a little tack would stick on the end of it, and then you'd pop it into the wood, and then turn it around and hammer it in. This is actually the second of my Tack hammers. The first one broke. That's what this video is about. Here's a little video of the moment it did break. It was captured on video right here. Should be a little video right here. And you can see how someone had tried to kind of cobble it together with nails and screws, and it just pops right off. So afterwards I took off all the nails and screws, and you can see how it's just kind of splintered inside. It doesn't work at all. And I had to take off all the rust from the inside of this piece here. I don't even know what this piece is called. I'll call it the void. I had to de-rust the void. And that was the fun part. So there's also a fun part of this video which has nothing to do with hammers. It's just about using electrolysis to take rust off of metal.
If you don't know what electrolysis is, it's basically using an electrical current to create a chemical decomposition. And in this case, separating the oxygen from the iron atoms that we know as rust. And the most effective way of doing this is by submersing the rusted metal in a salt solution and passing the current through the whole thing. I'm using a DC power supply, otherwise known as a battery charger, and connecting the positive cable to two pieces of metal, and those are my electrodes, then connecting the negative cable to the hammerhead. And eventually, the current will corrode everything in the solution, but the rust will come off first.
Look at that. That's a droplet of my sweat. It's a sweat off my brow. Right there.
Just wanted to do a short section on the electrolysis. This is the laundry soda, which I'm going to be using to make my ionic solution with. And just put a couple of scoops in there into the ice cream tub. Totally unscientific, but it should work. And I'm going to dunk my little hammerhead into the solution between the two electrodes. I've already connected the red, the positive, to the electrodes, and there I'm connecting the negative to the wire that's connected to the hammerhead. When I turn on this DC power supply, you're going to see a little puff of smoke, and I was alarmed. You'll see me jerk here in a second. Poof. There. So I shouldn't have been. That was just a coating on the wire that burnt off. But I selected my 6-volt version of the power, and everything worked just fine with 6 volts. And everything started right away. You can see the electrons starting to churn that fluid. And I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing, but I do think it's pretty interesting to watch that. I wish that it was clear so you could see the bubbles. In the other videos that I've researched, you can actually see the bubbles forming on the electrodes and lots of color. It's really dramatic. I don't know why it didn't work on this one, but that's okay. I will include links in the description to those other instructive videos because I realize this isn't really a tutorial. So I hope you finish watching this and then watch those other ones because they're very interesting. I'm going to have to take this out in the sunshine to see if there's any rust left. Oop, looks pretty good. Now, just for your information, this is what the electrodes look like after they've been in the solution for about 45 minutes. Oh, look at that. Just ate away that metal. That's interesting. On the edges. Well, that's what they said would happen. Well, here it is. It looks good. This is actually all cleared up inside. All I had to do is knock it off a little bit with some steel wool, and it's all cleared up. So next I'm going to put some of this the Tonkanois on it. Right, so just going to give that some time to cure, because it's not going to dry, because it's oil. It's just going to cure and seal up these spots. Right, there we go. Okay.
Mine's a little wobblier. Not too bad, not too bad. Now we just gotta cut the end to make it fit that. Then, oh, looks like I scratched it. Oh no! Blowing doesn't help. Okay, and then sideways like that. Oh. Yes? Yes. Yes. No! No! Oh no! That was the wrong thing to do. That was so wrong. Why did I do that? I'm gonna have to make another one. Okay, here's the second one. It's a bit shorter than the other one, but at least it's a better wood. This is hickory, I think. So we'll just give this a try. But let's try it. I may get really good at making hammers. At least I know. This is a smaller wedge. And part of the problem I think last time was that my wedge went, you know, the length of this and then a little bit further. So maybe this one will be just right. We'll find out. Oh no. Look. Right there. It's a crack. Okay. Here's number 3. This was the part of this pitchfork handle that I'm sacrificing because it's nice wood. I think this is ash wood. Ash wood, made of ash. So, next thing you'll see is so that's it. Turned out pretty well. So I'm going to wait until this one actually breaks. This one is actually regulation size. This one's a little too short. And I can feel it's kind of out of balance. It's not really a great little tack hammer, although it's kind of cute. But I'll wait until this breaks and then I'll put that on there. And then maybe there'll be a sequel to this. Just like a 3-second sequel of me tacking the sand and saying, look, it works. But who knows when that will be. It could be years. An update, I actually did wind up magnetizing this, and it's pretty easy to do. You just take a magnet like this and you stick it onto one side and let that sit for a while, and then flip it over and stick it on the other side and let it sit for a while. Then you'll have the north and south poles aligned on either side, and then you can just whoop, hello, just pick it up like that. Dum, dum, dum.